morning, everybody. Welcome to Columbine Spiritual Center. We're having such a good time this morning. And in fact, we're inviting people in the sanctuary to give us their best dance move as they walk down the aisle in our special new formation. We want to give a public service announcement, too, before we start. Yesterday, we had the second day of the women's retreat. We had 2 cars broken into in the parking lot, including windows smashed and purses taken. So that's obviously, you never expect that to happen at church, but what we want to remind you is to please don't leave valuables in your car. These are desperate times, and obviously we've been targeted, so please remember to remove your valuables or put them out of sight, all right? Thank you so much. We're excited to be here together with you today. Lisa Bell and I have a project called the Hummingbird Collective. We're going to be doing a few songs from our upcoming album today, along with Larry and Dan, and we just want to say, everybody's welcome. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is worthy. Everyone is wonderful in their own way.
So everyone's invited, everyone's included, 'cause everyone's invaluable in their own way.
Ain't no soul without a heart. Ain't no hole without each part. Ain't no earth without its sun. There ain't no all without the one. And even though I know this much is true,
This much is true.
I sometimes fail to see myself in you. So hung up on the differences I see, I forget we're all the same big family. Ooh, everyone is welcome. Everyone is worthy. Everyone is wonderful in their own way. So everyone's invited. Everyone's included. 'Cause everyone's invaluable in their own way.
Ain't no new without the old. Ain't no story not been told. Ain't no reason to keep still. Ain't no way without a will. Well, it's time to say united we must stand.
United we must stand.
Make our voices heard throughout the land. Equality and justice must increase. Together we can build a world of peace. Ooh, everyone is welcome. Everyone is worthy. Everyone is wonderful in their own way. So everyone's invited. Everyone's included. 'Cause everyone's invaluable in their own way. Erase the lies that we've been told that keep us separate, leave us cold. Turn our own self-righteousness, or pain or pride or prejudice. We look beyond our walls today, let fear and hatred melt away. Embrace our rich diversity. It's up to you and me. Yes, it is now. Dan Stillman. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, yeah.
Let's all sing, everyone.
Everyone is welcome. Everyone is worthy. Everyone is wonderful in their own way. So everyone's invited. Everyone's included. 'Cause everyone's invaluable in their own way. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is worthy. 'Cause everyone
you so much. And with that, we say, welcome to Columbine Spiritual Center. We're centered in God. We celebrate a world of harmony, peace, and abundance, and sparkle for all. If you're already standing, stay where you are. If you're not, stand up and burn a few more calories and sing some joy songs with us. This is from the women's retreat yesterday.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Easy words today, no problem if you can't see.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here. Let it out. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. La 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 la. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. La la. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
It's a little more exciting than we were in the women's retreat yesterday, right? Yeah, but we just want to give you a little taste of amp up your sparkle today. So we're doing some of the music that we did yesterday, this time with the band. We're going to sing I Am, and we're going to give you an option. You can stay with me when we split apart, or you can stay with Lisa. We'll have two teams, the white and black team and the blue team. How's that? 1, 2, 3.
I am as God created me. I am a light in this world. I am as God created me. I am, I am, I am. I am as God created me.
so much. You can have a seat. We like to do the Gayatri Mantra, either with you or for you today. So we'll do the lyrics really slowly a couple times, and then we'll pick it up to tempo. But you can start with just humming with us.
That is the Gayatri Mantra, which has many translations. And before we pray, I just want to invite you to take in these words, one translation of many. We meditate on the glory of that being who has produced this universe. May she enlighten our minds. May she enlighten our minds. And so I invite you to take a deep breath with me. Gently close your eyes. Be in that place of knowing that we are one, that we are bright lights, that we are being invited into this lifetime, into this time and place to share our lights, to bring forth that part of ourselves that is within, that is good and pure and loving and compassionate and empathetic. That's our I am. And so, sweet Spirit, today we allow ourselves to bring this forth, to express from that place, to stay awake to the best part of ourselves, the higher self, the true self, the self that sees from a broader perspective, that sees the oneness in everything, that sees the connection everywhere. That we enlighten our minds, that we allow ourselves to sparkle from within and sparkle in the world, in the community, in this sanctuary, in this time and place. We are as God created us, as Spirit created us. We are these bright lights. And we bring that light, we bring that love to anyone that's not seeing that, that's in the darkness, that is experiencing challenge or pain or suffering. We bring our light. There's enough love to go around, always. And so, in a place of gratitude, we hold this light, this sparkly part of ourselves. We hold it for the world. We hold it for those on our prayer list and those in our prayer box. We hold it with every circumstance that we face. We choose our thoughts, and we can choose to be our sparkly selves in every situation, responding in love. And so I'm going to invite you into a time of meditation with me, a time where we align ourselves with that divine essence within. At the end, our music team will gently lead us out. And for now, let's rest together in the silence.
takes, I'll keep the faith. Whatever's at stake, I'll reach for grace. Whatever the journey, every road leads back to you. The highest mountain, deepest sea, tallest river, widest river, the tallest tree, my darkest hour. It's your love that sees me through. Whatever the question, the answer's always love. More love. Whatever the question may be, the answer's always love. Whatever my passion, I'm gonna keep it burning. Whatever my dreams, I'll follow their yearning. Whatever my vision, I'll use love to see me through. Whoa, whatever the question, the answer's always love. More love. Whatever the question may be, the answer's always love. Yeah. Look and build a bridge across the water between my sisters and my brother. Keep on moving in the right direction until we find our soul's connection. Faith can bind us all together out in any kind of weather. Any storm or stress or strife, let me whatever the question, the answer's always love. More love. Whatever the question may be, the answer's always love. Could you sing with us? Oh, whatever the question, whatever the question, the answer's always love. More love. Whatever the question may be, the answer's always love. Whatever the question may be, the answer's always love. Yeah. Love. Love. So good to say love. Love. You can do it high or low. Love. One more time, say love. Lisa Bell,
Janice Kelly.
Larry Thompson, Dan Steelman, thank you so much. Trying to figure out how to get off the stage.
Here I am. Okay. Some of you, it was fun watching you come in because you're looking at the chairs and going, oh my God, they changed things up again. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to sit. This is, of course, because we had our women's retreat yesterday. So, yeah. So in 2015, there was a remake of a silent comedy film that was made in 1926 called What Is the World Coming To? And it's set 100 years in the future. So like 4 years from now, right? And in this movie, women are dominant and men are the weaker sex, and the drama is all around the men's lives at home. The working title of this film was Furious Future. That's 4 years from now, guys. It's funny because this is not what we talk about in the women's retreat. And I want all the men to know that we're not trying to dominate, that we want to be equal. That we want to be equal. And I want to show a picture of all the beautiful women that were here over the weekend. They were sparkling, and the sky was lit up over the sanctuary last night or yesterday and Friday night, and it was a beautiful experience. It was so heartwarming to be here among all the women that were here. But it's funny that most of the news articles that we read today, and if you watch the news, we'd be asking the question, what is the world coming to? What is the world coming to? And that's often a question people will ask when there's change. There's something that they don't like in that change. Maybe there's something that we can't make sense of. We look at the world and say, what is going on? What is the world coming to? We don't like the changes we see in society. Just experiencing the last 2.5 years, we've probably asked ourselves that question from time to time. A lot of stuff going on in our world right now. And so when we're experiencing this, we need to give ourselves an opportunity to lament. To lament. Lament is wailing, is crying out, is screaming, if you will, is being in despair. And it's a spiritual tool because we have to let that out in order to uncover the divine that's within, the sparkliness that's within each of us. We have to be able to express that. And so during the women's retreat, you see our vine up on both sides of the sanctuary. Women were given a chance to lament, and that was on the green leaves. Now those are private, and those are not for anyone to read. I told them to just let it out. Whatever needed to be said, written down, let it out. And I want to give those of you who weren't here an opportunity to do that as well. We have some leaves for you. We have some pens. If anyone wants one, you can raise your hand. Our usher will bring you one, and you can lament all you want. If you need more than one to lament, you got a lot of lamenting to do, it's okay. Let that be okay. And you can raise your hand and you can add it to our vine if you choose. The vine is going to be coming down after the service, and they will not be read. It's all private, it's all confidential. And if you were here this weekend and you want to take your lament home, you're welcome to take it home and have a little ceremony and burn it or whatever you want to do, because it's released now. Those leaves wither and fall off the vine. And for those of you that weren't here, the sparklies, the grapes, the fruits of our vine, our sparkliness, our divine essence, that's what the sparklies are. Everyone got an opportunity to do that as well. So if you were here and you put some sparkle on the vine, you're free to take it home. We need to do this as a spiritual practice. We need to express our sadness, express our anger, express our despair, and then we make space to express from our divine selves, from our higher selves, that innocent part of us, that part that knows that we are fully human and fully divine. We take it all. We express it all. None of it, all of it is valid. All of it's valid. the Lamentations. There's actually a book in the Hebrew Scriptures called the Book of Lamentations, and I want to read you. Here's a lament for you. All our enemies have opened their mouths against us. Panic and pitfall have come upon us. Devastation and destruction. My eyes flow with rivers of tears because of the destruction of my people. My eyes will flow without ceasing, without respite, until the Lord from heaven looks down and sees. And this goes on for like 4 chapters. It's a lot of lamenting. A lot of lamenting. And so we have to allow ourselves to do that. We have to allow ourselves to embrace the dark part of ourselves as well as the light part. We had this image on the women's retreat on the agenda. And I'm sharing all this because I've heard that, us that don't go would like to know what you do. So I'm not sharing all of it, but we had this image, and I love this image because it's embracing your shadow side. And your shadow is also sparkly. It's all part of you. It's all part of who you are. And everything that has happened in our lives makes us who we are today. This beautiful soul, this beautiful self. So if we keep those things in, they just fester. We just allow them to permeate ourselves if we don't let them out and express them. And then we end up with what? A felty self-evaluation. We start identifying ourselves as a victim. We start identifying ourselves as this wounded person that nobody loves. Woe is me. The laments. Check it out in the Hebrew Scriptures. But that's not our true self. That is not our true self. That is not who we came here to be. Our true self is love. Our true self is unwounded. Our true self is innocent. This week, Richard Rohr wrote in his blog, "Our inner Christ child is the part of us that is not wounded. In our own way, we each have to rediscover, honor, recognize, and own that inner Christ child. We may have lost the vision of innocence, but the Christ child is that part of us that has always said yes to God and always will. Said yes to God, yes to spirit, yes to the universe, yes to life itself, to the life we were born to live. The life that we were meant to have here, the life that is filled with blessings and goodness and playfulness and joyfulness. And we so often get bogged down with all the other leaves on the vine. We want to bring out our sparkle. And then you have sparkle too. You may not want to call it that, and that's okay. You may call it your oomph, your go, your brio, your yes, your energy, your enthusiasm, whatever you want to call it, let it out. It wants to play. It wants to play. That divine part of ourselves is free and joyful. Express from that part of you. And then see the effects. See the effects of that. See the effects of the people around you when you come from that part, that sparkly part. Let's watch the video.
Mom, my shoelaces.
You can do it.
Please.
Okay. 2 bunny ears, loop around, and pull together. Got it?
I don't want to be here.
James, I want you to pick an artwork you like and tell me about it. Art is a wonderful thing, and I want to enjoy it with you. Okay?
Okay.
What do you see?
Sit here.
Okay.
Before you towers a terrifying scene of war. Thousands of forces break the grassy ground in a cavalry charge. Soldiers sporting blood-red uniforms ride with valor in a fearless resolve to attack. Some blow military bugles, others raise their voice in a war cry. Mighty silver blades are exalted above their heads. Leading up front, a commander on a mighty white stallion. The beast's eyes were wide and ferocious, every muscle and vein pulsing through his skin. The commander rides the steed high, his face blazing with heroism, but still in his eyes a glimmer of fear. For at the front line, survival is not guaranteed.
I'm so proud of you.
Can you describe that one to us over there?
I love that video because he is sparkling. He is bringing his playfulness out. He's bringing his life force out. And I wasn't quite sure about the tagline with the video, but inclusion does make the world more vibrant, including in ourselves. So we want to include our whole selves in our lives. Look at the wholeness of us. Look at the inside as well as, not just the outside, but look at the inside, what's in there. And I've got a little demonstration for you. This is just a piece of paper on one side. It's a strip of paper. One side is sparkly blue. The other side is different skin tones, the best I could do. You probably can't see that too well. But if you think of a strip of paper, and when it's in this shape, this is the outside of us, and this is the inside of us. The sparkly bits on the inside, the outside, and they don't intersect. Nobody sees this sparkly part of you at all. All they see is what's on the outside. But a mathematician named August Mobius in the 1800s discovered this, and wrote about it before someone else also discovered it, called the Mobius Strip. He got credit for it because he wrote about it first. If we just take this strip and twist it and then connect it, we've got a continuous inside out, inside out. If we were to draw a line, it would cover the whole thing. The inside and the outside are all showing. It's continuous. And that's what we want to do in our lives. We want to allow the inside to come out. We want to show all of ourselves to the world, to our community, to our family. Let the sparkly bits show. If you trace your finger, there's no end to it. It never stops. It's like the infinity symbol. And this was used in science and topology, and I don't know what that is because I didn't look it up. That's what I heard. That's what I read. Isn't that cool? It's a Mobius strip. It can be a great metaphor for our lives, allowing ourselves to live from the inside out, letting people see all of us. Yesterday at the women's retreat, we all selected a goddess card. And the card that I got was, and the goddess cards represent different attributes of our inner beingness, different attributes of our divine essence. that we all have. We have all of them. Some of them we may say are positive traits, and some of them we may say are maybe, on the surface not so much, but they're all part of who we are. They all serve a purpose. And the card that I selected was the dancer. I didn't share this with the group yesterday. I selected the dancer, and I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. Am I supposed to move more? What does that mean? But on the card, on the description, it says this: you must feel free to express yourself if you want to live a truly authentic life of quality and meaning. Our soul's dance is unending. And that's so true for all of us. Think of the Mobius Strip. We have to be able to express from that inside part of us to the outside world if we want to live an authentic life. If we want to be happy, we're happiest when we free ourselves from the influence that we think other people are making on us. And the interesting thing about these goddess cards is most of us were looking at the outside world, and how is this playing out in our outside world? But really, look at it from your consciousness level. How is it playing out in your consciousness? How is it playing out with the thoughts that you're holding, with the views that you're seeing, the way you're looking at the world, your perceptions? And don't let any one thought influence how you live your life if it's not joyful, if it's not free, if it's not filled with love. Those thoughts are not serving you. It begins in consciousness. And I saw the truth of this for myself, because my intention that I set Friday night for the women's retreat was to love myself more, was to have more confidence and trust that I'm in the right place at the right time, that this is what I was called to do, called to be this person, this minister. And so often I look for confirmation outside of me, and I don't need to do that. And none of us need to do that. When we get triggered, we often want validation from outside that we're okay, that we didn't mess up, that we didn't make a mistake, that we're not wrong, that we're right. And the world is never going to give us all the validation that we want or think we need. And we have to learn to give it to ourselves. We have to learn to love ourselves enough that we give ourselves that gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. If you think of everything that's going on in your life as a gift, you will look for the good in it. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. Something happens. It's a gift. I know it's a gift. There's a gift in here somewhere. I know it. I just know it. Otherwise, we're going to be disappointed. We want to sparkle. We want to have that inner glow come out and spread it out. What does this mean for us in our lives today? What does it mean for your life? How can you bring more of the inside out? We want to live from the inside out. Instead of asking, what is the world coming to, we could ask, what am I willing to give the world? How am I willing to give more of my sparkly self, my divine self, my oomph self, my go self, my yes self, my brio self, whatever self you want to call that part of you? Are you willing to give that to the world? Give it to yourself first as a gift, and then give it to the world. How are you showing up? How are you showing up in those gifts that happen? How are we showing up? John Denver was in the movie Oh God. You remember that movie? That was a long time ago. But he said one of his favorite scenes was when his character Jerry is looking in the mirror and he's shaving, and then all of a sudden God shows up. George Burns, George Burns playing God, which is so funny that he would play God, but we all can play God. And John Denver, Jerry says to the person in the mirror, "Who are you?" And the face back says, "God." And he says, "What are you doing here? Why are you here now?" And God says, "Because I want everyone to know that I made this world to work." And Jerry says, "Well, have you read the newspapers? You didn't do a very good job. It ain't working. There are wars, there's hunger." To which God says, "I've given you everything you need. I've given you each other. I've given you each other." We can bring our God self out. Live from the inside out. Live from that sparkly place. Think of the Mobius Strip. There's bracelets and jewelry and stuff you can do to remind yourself of that. To live from that place. Be that sparkly self. Amp each other up. Amp up yourself first, and then you can amp up everybody else around you. Amp up your sparkle. Bring the beauty out. Peace be with you. Namaste.
We just thought it would be fun to do a little detour up here today, since you changed the order in the room too. We did it up here. Thank you so much for that message, Sue. And thank you so much to everybody that participated in the women's retreat yesterday. Lisa and I had to fill in at the last minute for our scheduled person due to that lovely thing called COVID. And I'm just so grateful to Lisa for stepping in, and to everybody for welcoming us so warmly. We thought it would be fun to do the same music that we did yesterday, but with the band today. And women who are in the retreat, you get to feel like you're on the inner circle, so you can sing along. All right, this goes right to that message. 1, 2. It's up to me, it's up to me, the world I see, the world I see. Will I choose health and wealth or war and poverty? It's up to me, it's up to me, what my life will be, my life will be. Will I choose joy or pain, sunshine or rain? It's all up to me. Reality as I perceive reflects the feelings I believe. In troubled times I can't be clear. The magic of the why we're here. I spend my days in search of truth, the wistful wisdom of my youth. When a sense of fresh and new, help me to spend my view. It's up to me, it's up to me. The world I see, the world I see. Will I choose a health and wealth or war and poverty? It's up to me, it's up to me, what my life will be, my life will be. Will I choose a joy or pain, sunshine or rain? It's all up to me. So tempting just to abdicate, leave my future up to fate, resign myself to circumstance that dictates of not choice but chance. But if I am to be set free, to weave my web of destiny, can let myself predict my now, my who, my where, my how. It's up to me, it's up to me. The world I see, the world I see. Will I choose a health and wealth or It's up to me.
It's up to me.
When my life will be. Will I choose a joy or pain, sunshine or rain? It's all up to me.
Perception precedes projection. Of that there is no doubt.
Ooh, projection precedes reception. Will I tune in or out? It's up to me.
It's up to me.
Well, life I see.
Life I see.
Will I choose a health and wealth or war and poverty? It's up to me.
It's up to me.
When my life will be. Will I choose a joy or pain, sunshine or rain? It's all up to me. But I'm choosing love.
I'm choosing love.
I'm choosing peace.
I'm choosing peace.
I'm choosing hope.
I'm choosing hope.
I'm choosing dreams.
I'm choosing dreams.
I'm choosing love.
I'm choosing love.
I'm choosing peace.
I'm choosing peace.
I'm choosing hope.
I'm choosing hope.
I'm choosing dreams.
I'm choosing dreams.
I'm choosing love.
I'm choosing love.
I'm choosing peace.
I'm choosing peace.
I'm choosing hope.
I'm choosing hope.
I'm choosing dreams.
I'm choosing dreams.
It's all up to me. 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 It's up to me.
Janice Kelly.
Lisa Val,
Thank you.
all of you guys are looking good out there. Phew. Very nicely done. It's on.
Let's try. There we go. There we go. So Sue was just talking about the gifts, and the Hummingbird Collective was the gift that COVID gave to us by not allowing the other person to be here. So thank you so much.
There's a gift.
What
There's
a gift.
There's a gift.
There's a gift. That was a definite gift. Before we start with community news, I'd invite you all to just say hello to our online viewers out there. Hello. We welcome you. And now you've joined us, and you can see our new configuration.
We're going to do Soul Train later.
Janice is determined to do this today. So I want to start with our purpose statement. And you can either say it with me or just say it along in your mind. We commit to increasing our spiritual awareness, diversifying our community, manifesting our highest potential, and positively impacting the world. And if this resonates with you, you are welcome and invited to join us by supporting us financially. There are many ways to give, including our ushers currently in the sanctuary here. So we will start with that. And I want to also remind you that on the website, you can find all kinds of information about a lot of things. And so, I forgot our blessing, excuse me. Let's go to that first. God's love has always met and will always meet all my needs. I give freely, I receive abundantly, and I am grateful. Thank you. The ushers were standing still, and that was my clue. Thank you. So again, on the website, you can find all kinds of information, and be sure to scroll down past that beautiful photo of our building, because there's a lot of information down below that. And one of the first things that I want to do, actually, before I talk about YFM, is to say a thank you again for everyone who participated in the women's retreat this weekend. And so, in particular, anyone who helped to make it a reality. So if you were any of the volunteers, will you please stand up if you volunteered in any capacity? Come on and stand on up. Don't be shy. Okay. Thank you. And we want to extend a special thank you to Dave Brown, who's hiding there somewhere. Not hiding, he's in the center there. Dave, thank you so much for the hours and hours and hours you have dedicated to the sprinkler system and trying to keep our grounds dry enough and wet enough. You've given so much, and we're very grateful. And also to Linda Wilkinson, who has spent hours and hours on our landscaping. And both of these individuals spent a lot of hours immediately before our women's retreat just to help our grounds sparkle more for us. So we're very grateful for you. And then we want to just give a quick reminder, in case you didn't hear it at the beginning. A disappointment at the end of the day yesterday was that we discovered 2 cars had been broken into in the parking lot, windows broken and valuables taken. So just a reminder, unfortunately, don't leave valuables in your car when you're here or hide them. And we just bless the 2 that were impacted most by that. Okay, now to the YFM. The Youth and Family Ministry is having a meetup at Chautauqua Park on August the 15th, which is a week from tomorrow. And there's a free concert, and it's a group that if you have young children, Jeff and Paige, they will love it. They will love Jeff and Paige. I've been to this many times with my grandsons, and they do an amazing job of entertaining children while teaching them about the environment. And our next, the Potluck will be hosted by Steve and Vicki Larson on the 19th. And you see the information in front of you, but we're doing something a little different. In the past, we have not done a sign up for potlucks, and we're going to give it a try and see if it helps out or if it just makes things more complicated. So if you want to sign up for that, the information there for the potluck is in the weekly update. So if you got that email on Thursday, just go back to that, and you'll be able to find the link for that. Joanne Kelly has written an amazing book about helping her husband through his end-of-life time. And she's one of our very own. And so on August the 24th at 6:30 in Foss Hall, she is going to have a book signing. And Reverend Scott is going to come and have a conversation with her about her experience and about her book. And you'll have an opportunity to get a signed copy at a discount price. So come and join us on the 24th and honor Joanne's journey with her husband, Alan. Something else new that we have is living room conversations. And that is going to be on Wednesday, August the 31st. You guys better get your calendars out for August and put all these dates in. We're going to keep you busy in August. So living room conversations was created to heal society across divides. And they use guided conversations that they have found to be useful for transforming communities by bringing up difficult topics in a safe environment. And Stephanie Bennett, along with the guided conversations leader Annie, are going to guide this particular conversation. It's our inaugural one, and it's being white in the anti-racism movement. And of course, there's food involved because we're who we are. So, and a love offering will be available to you. So please consider joining us for that as well. And then Community Fest.
Woo, woo, awesome. Yeah, so it's coming right up on Labor Day weekend. The Saturday of Labor Day. This was the event that kind of kicked off the school year and welcomed everybody back last year and kicked off Family Village and the new Kick to Build soccer community. So our interest or our intention is to bring these 3 communities together, Kick to Build, Family Village, and Columbine Spiritual Center, because we know that we each have gifts to offer one another. And when we saw that event and the type of energy and enthusiasm and craziness that was going on the grounds, I think for a lot of people, you're still remembering that from last year. So we're excited to once again have Selassie and the Fafa family as our headliners. We'll have Maputo Mensah from CU in Ghana doing West African drumming, the B-Boy Factory doing breakdancing. We've got a new project that Marcy and Mikesha and I are doing together, and a little Stevie Wonder reprisal. And then we've got some young singer-songwriters, Antonio Lopez and Eden Rosenberg. We're thrilled. We're looking for food and beverage vendors as well as fair trade artisans. So if you are interested in getting involved, please come see me or write to me on the website. Tickets are on sale now, and they're available online through all the different sources. Plus, you can just come up to one of these posters and stick your phone, just like you do at the menus now, and use the QR code. Pretty exciting. We've got VIP seats this year.
And for those of you who are paper people, the ushers will be handing out the small handbills as you leave today. So please take a few of those and share it with your other spheres of influence. And I also wanted to mention Feet Forward, which will be on the, what's the date here? The 16th, Tuesday the 16th. So that's also something that's spearheaded by Janice. So you can volunteer, you can donate. And that's a way that we support our community, the people who are unhoused or who have food insecurity. That's a way that we step out and really show up in the community. When we go to Foss Hall, if you are new and or just looking for conversation, choose a white cup and use it and leave it. And that's just a way that we know of telling that somebody is open to conversation and wants to be a little more involved here. So I think that's it for community news, except for prayer chaplains. Who is our prayer chaplain today? Oh, Gretchen is here. Are you motioning to someone else? No.
She's just giving her wave.
So Gretchen will be in the sanctuary to help you with any of your prayer requests or celebrations. And
That was
now,
great, Ann.
our peace song.
Yeah, let's stand up. And we're going to watch the ministers soul dance down through the center on the way out. Soul Train. Surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Amen. We love you. We'll see you soon. Well, I'm choosing love.
I'm choosing love.
I'm choosing peace.
I'm choosing peace.
I'm choosing hope.
I'm choosing hope.
I'm choosing dreams.
I'm choosing dreams.
I'm choosing love.
I'm choosing